I work with businesses where the wow effect is not a coincidence. That's the result of operations, standards, and decisions. When those systems work, the experience feels seamless. When they don't, guests feel it immediately. My name is Anastasia, and today I'm checking in into a one-star hotel in Portugal. At this point, my expectations are simple, but very specific.
This hotel sits in Lisbon's business district, in a tall building surrounded by cafes and bakeries. As you walk in, the first thing you notice is how quiet it is. There is no one at the reception. And then you see a small sign saying check-in is at 3 p.m, even though everywhere online it says 2. At least there's water in the front desk, which is a nice, thoughtful detail. On the way to the elevator, something catches my attention, a mobility lift. For a hotel like this, that's actually a very welcome surprise. The elevator is clean and the hallway upstairs feels quiet and easy to navigate. And this is where your expectations meet reality. When I step into the room, the first thing that stands out is the amount of space. At first glance, everything looks fairly clean until you start noticing the little things. Overall, it immediately gives a sense of light and air. I step out onto the balcony, and that's honestly one of the highlights. The view over this part of Lisbon is wide, open, and really beautiful. Moments like this remind me why light, space, and a sense of openness matter more than you expect. And now, let's get to the interesting part. The first thing I notice is the curtain, and right on it, a large stain. There is a luggage stand, which is very practical, but right next to it, the wall is visibly marked and not very fresh. The tea station is well stocked, with a good selection and all the basics you'd expect. Strangely though, there is no coffee. There is bottled water and glasses, at least, and the room itself has everything you'd need. A phone, air conditioning, a TV, and even a small fridge that actually works. And the desk, however, feels a little unstable, and the wallpaper behind it shows some wear, which makes the room feel less polished. I always pay close attention to mirrors and glass, because that's where you really see how carefully a place is cleaned. The bathroom is spacious and looks clean at first glance. There are 5 towels, which is more than enough for one person. The shower, though, tells a slightly different story. There are a few marks and a bit of mold between the tiles. At this point, I look at my gloves. My right hand is much dirtier than the left. The towels don't feel very fresh either. There are little pools in the fabric and a few tiny stains. Above one of the beds, there is a large stain on the ceiling. The bed itself, though, looks clean. What appears to be a double bed is actually 2 single beds pushed together, with a noticeable gap in between. The bedding is mostly very clean. The only thing I find is a small yellow stain on one pillowcase. Even the mattresses are impressively clean, not a hair, not a speck of dust. That was genuinely nice to see. Overall, this hotel left me with a very good impression. Would I stay here? Yes, especially on a budget.
So this is the one-star hotel, and honestly, it works. Not because it's perfect, but because the basics are done consistently. And small imperfections, they don't break the experience.
In the next video, I'll be breaking the stay down from the operational point of view. What went wrong, what worked, and what could easily be improved. Let me know what you think about this review, and if you found it helpful, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next part. See ya!